Hello everybody, welcome to Karen Barnes Yoga. Today we're going to start in a comfortable seat, either on a block or just on your mat. We're going to settle in and close your eyes, beginning to breathe into your belly, just checking in with your body, grounding into this space for the next 10 minutes. Paying attention to your breath, allow your shoulders to relax, allow your jaw to relax. If you give yourself a little half smile, that can help relaxing through all the muscles in the jaw. And then just begin maybe to deepen the breath, allowing the exhales to be a little bit longer than the inhales. Just really settling in. And then slowly open the eyes. Today we're going to focus on our core. I'm not going to make you do sit-ups. Let's put the blocks to the side if you have them. The first thing we're going to do is get on all fours. And let's just quickly warm up the spine with a few cat and cows. Inhaling to cow and then exhaling, rounding through the spine, really curling through and lifting everything up towards the ceiling for cat. Inhaling, exhaling. One more time like that. Inhaling and exhaling. We're going to circle out the wrists just a little bit because we're going to be placing a little bit of weight on them. And then I promise I will get you off of your wrists. If your wrists are ever sore, putting weight in them in yoga, you can always make fists. And then you can put weight into them like this rather than having the hand down. It changes the way that the weight is distributed, and it can sometimes help. Alternately, using blocks on either side and then having your hand like this, just changing the hand position can sometimes help if you struggle with weight in your wrists. We're going to come back to all fours. We're going to tuck the back toes, and we're going to lift the knees up just an inch. And then I want everybody to look towards your knees and then look forward. And I want you to notice if your spine is curling as you do that. I want you to take your head and look directly below your hands. Knees are still hovering. And I want you to maintain a neutral spine. So your spine is kind of a tabletop position. We're looking to not curl it back and forth. Go ahead and set the knees down. Good, you've done your first bit, and I distracted you enough that hopefully you didn't notice. Go ahead and circle the wrists if you need. We're gonna move on. All right, keeping your spine nice and flat in a neutral position so we're not rounding and we're not dumping. We're gonna lift the knees. You can go ahead and look at them if you need to. Just in the beginning, we're gonna keep them about an inch off the mat. And I'm gonna walk forward. I'm gonna maintain that inch of my knees off the mat. We're gonna walk forward like a mini bear crawl, touch the top of our mat, and then go backwards. It's easier if you do alternate foot and hand placement as you do this. Continue breathing, because that's important, till you hit the back, and then move forward again. We're gonna tap the front, and then you get to have a break. Knees stay an inch above the ground, and rest. Hopefully you're starting to feel your core come alive. Go ahead and circle the wrists if you need. We're gonna do that one more time, going forward and going backward. Starting in the middle of your mat. This time, when you do it, if you have a block, I'd like you to place it on the back of your pelvis. So this time we're not only working towards having a flat back, so we're not rounding or dumping, but I want to make sure that your hips, as you're walking, aren't rolling side to side, and that block will provide you feedback. So if you lose your block or it starts to wobble, you're going to feel it. So, everyone ready? All right, look towards your knees, lift them up an inch. We're going to move forward and tap the top of our mat. Slow, 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 like inch by inch. And back. If you don't have a block, you can use a book. You can just pay attention to your pelvis, trying to keep it level. as you move back. Everybody should be with me. I'm moving towards the front of my mat now. And back to where I started. Whew. That was a good one, hey? I want you to put in the comments section down below, or send me a message if you lost your block, and then try this again over the next couple days and see if you can keep it stable. We're gonna flip over onto our backs now, giving our wrists a break. Go ahead and lie down. And then we're gonna take our thighs up perpendicular to the floor. So I'm trying to get it that they're not in towards my body and they're not tipped out, which I don't think people will do anyways. We're gonna take the low back, and there's a little bit of a curve here, and we're gonna press it down so my low back is kissing the mat. Thighs remain perpendicular to the floor. You can put your hands here if that helps give you feedback. And we're just gonna start to do taps with our toes towards the mat, alternating legs, low back kissing the mat. This is engaging your transverse abs. Deep stabilizers within your body. Keep tapping very slowly. Low back is still kissing the mat. Take your arms up and cactus them. We're trying to reverse body patterns of curling forward on phones and computers. Now, if this feels good and this feels like a challenge to your body, stay here. If you feel like you need more of a challenge, continue to check back in. Make sure that that low back is pressing into the mat, and we're gonna begin to tap further away. Make sure that this alternate leg does not come in to counterbalance your weight. Alternating legs, tapping further away. Continuing to breathe. Lots of people hold their breath when things get hard in any situation, physical or emotional. So notice where you're holding your breath. Continue tapping. Low back is kissing the mat. Hopefully people are shaking. And then, if you want to go one step further, maybe straighten the legs. Again, you can still be doing the little toe taps that we did in the beginning. I just want you to find where your level of challenge is. So if you would like to straighten the legs, we're gonna tap. Low back is kissing the mat. Watch that that other leg isn't coming in towards your body to counterbalance. You're gonna be so strong at the end of this. Good. And relax. We're gonna roll all the way over onto our bellies. And we're just gonna do a counter pose and come into Sphinx. So our forearms are gonna be in front of us. And if you look at them, there should be a nice number 11 with your forearms parallel to one another. We're gonna extend the crown of the head up towards the ceiling and breathe. Hopefully that feels really good because it's stretching out the front of the body. Breathing here. Take your collarbones away from one another, broadening through the shoulders, lifting up through the crown of the head towards the ceiling. And then go ahead and set your forehead down on your palms. We're going to take the feet up towards the ceiling and then just take the feet side to side, kind of allowing the low back to decompress. We're going to push back up to all fours. And then just do some easy cat and cows. Inhaling to take the head up. Exhaling to round through the spine and come into cat. Inhaling to come up. Exhaling to round. All right. Thank you everybody for joining me today. The light in me honors and acknowledges the light in each of you. Namaste. Hey, thanks for practicing with me today. If you guys liked your practice, please go ahead and like down below, and then also subscribe to my channel for the new things that I continue to bring to people every day. Thank you again for joining me. Hope you have a good day.